we talk about Zambia and the visit to Zambia. My name is Pastor Simon Nkole, and my two lovely guests, Sister Eliezer Lushomo Nkole and Shekana Wukata Nkole. And we are coming live from Birmingham in the United Kingdom. In Zambia this year, and we are just trying to recap and how their trip to Zambia was. As we have you get ready and prepared, please just prepare your drinks as we listen to this lovely uh, just advert as you get settled. We apologize for coming in late. We were supposed to get started. My girls were telling me we are behind schedule today. So as you get ready to hear about Zambia, the great nation of Zambia, listen to this message. Thank you all for joining us today, and my lovely guests as we talk about the great nation of Zambia, visit to Zambia. And I've got Eliezer Shekaina, and my name is Pastor Simon Nkole, and I would like my guests to introduce themselves properly. Let's start it with Luis Shomo. What are your full names and where do you live?
My name is Eliezer, and I live in Birmingham.
Okay, let's go to Bukata.
Hello, my name is Shekana and I also live in the UK.
In the UK, in Birmingham. Thank you so much. Hopefully that our audience are able to hear us clear and well, loud and clear. And we appreciate that you are able to join us today. Recently, Eliezer and Shekina, you were in Zambia July, August of 2022. Eliezer, tell us, how was it preparing to go to Zambia? Were you ready to go to Zambia, or is it something that just happened? Tell us, how was it preparing to go to Zambia?
It was. I knew I was going to go. We found out a few months. We haven't been able to go due to COVID and the restrictions and the lockdown. So it was.
Okay. So you knew that you were going to go to Zambia, but it was due to COVID that you were delayed and you couldn't go to Zambia. Shekina, how did you find out about your trip to Zambia?
Well, originally Mom was going to go by herself, but then she decided to take me and Eliezer to go with her. But we knew like a few weeks before going that we were going to go.
Okay, all right, that's good. Now, you've been going to Zambia. Of course, the only time that you didn't go is during COVID. Let's get started with the Eliezer. What do you like about Zambia? Why not stay just in the UK? Why do you go to Zambia?
I think we go to Zambia, and also I think something that's really, really nice about Zambia. I like the weather and how everything's here.
Okay, you like the weather in Zambia? Is too hot? Is it too cold? What is the weather like in Zambia?
When we were there, they were just coming out of winter. It was quite warm. On some days it would be hotter, especially when we were walking to places.
Okay, Shekina, you've been to Zambia a few years, but this time I think when you went, both of you, you were older and you were able to to see a number of few things. But before you tell us some of the things that you saw in Zambia, what what is it like going to Zambia to visit, Shakana?
It was quite nice. We would like whenever we go, it's always to like meet family or like new people who we may not have met before. So mostly going to Zambia is like kind of like a family holiday, but at the same time you're going to see like other family members you haven't seen in a while.
Okay, that's great. You went to Zambia June, July, August holiday, which is a summer holiday here in the UK. When you went to the airport here at Birmingham International Airport, and then you were told that you couldn't travel, you couldn't board the plane. What was going in your mind? How did you feel, Eliezer?
I was quite upset because I was ready. Like I got prepared. I was set to say I'm going on this day. I'm going to be on a plane this day. And also, I really like going on planes. Also, because we had to wait in the airport just to find out that we weren't going to be able to go that day.
Okay. So you turned up to the airport, Birmingham International, and then there was some issues with your planes and to say your tickets, you can't go on this plane. How did you feel, Shekina?
It was quite upsetting because we had been in the airport for a while, and then when they told us we couldn't go, we thought that maybe like if we tried to call the airline a couple of times, that maybe it would get sorted, but obviously it didn't. So we had to wait 2 days. But it was quite exhausting because it was like we were so ready to go that day, and then like our plans had to completely change. So yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, we thank God that despite the challenges of not going, you were supposed to go to Amsterdam, then Kenya, then Lusaka, and you ended up going from Birmingham to Dubai. Was that something exciting for you, Shekinah? And what did you see in Dubai? Both of you. We'll start with Shekinah. Was it okay? Did you want to go through Amsterdam, or was it okay for you to go via Dubai?
I mean, I wanted to go through Dubai anyway because it's a country that I definitely want to visit and potentially live in when I'm older. But we didn't really get to experience it as much, just mostly the airport. But when we were like on the plane, you could see like the Burj Khalifa and Palm Springs, so it was quite nice.
Okay. Elieza, what did you like about Dubai? Was it okay for you to be in the airport there and see some few places around Dubai airport?
I think it was nice because even when we were in the plane, we could see some nice things. But I think because we couldn't go out of the airport, it was quite sad, and it's known for being good and having like places to go to. So it was a bit small.
Okay. Wow. All right. That's fantastic. Now, let's get to talk about Zambia. So you went through from Birmingham International Airport to Dubai. You spent a night in Dubai, and finally, you were in Zambia. Which town did you uh, arrive in or landed from UK to Zambia? Which town did you go to, Eliezer?
From coming from the UK, we went to Indala first, but we ended up going to Lusaka.
So you went straight to Ndola, and you also ended up visiting Lusaka. Shakai, some of that interested you when you were in Zambia, especially in Ndola. Did you go to other towns? What are the names of these other towns? What stands out? What stood out for you when you arrived in Ndola, or when you were in Ndola or Zambia in particular? What else did you see?
I think the first thing that struck out to me, like when we're going places, is like how like far it is just to travel to like things that they would consider nearby. Like for example, the different cities we went to. Like we went to Ndala and we also went to Kitwe, so it was kind of, and also like how they live is definitely a lot different to how we do. for example.
Okay, when you say the way people live is different, and of course you've mentioned distance, it's far away to travel from UK to get to Zambia. But what do you mean when you say people live differently? What did you learn when you were in Zambia? How people live out there? We start with Shekinah, and then you go to Eliezer as well.
I say in Zambia they live more like it's kind of like a community. Like if you like whenever you'd see people, you just see them like interacting with their neighbors, like outside they just be talking. Like even when you went to the shops, it was like they don't actually know you, but they it's like a community when you go there. So it's kind of like a big family in a way. And it's like whenever you went somewhere, like you'd be greeted like with a nice welcome or something. So it was quite nice.
When you talk of the way people live there, Shekinah says it's more of a family and a community. Is this something that you noticed as well, Eliezer, when you were in Zambia?
Yeah, I think it's also there was a lot of people walking, and usually here it's cars and buses, and also I think the buses look different to the buses that we get. Like, look different, even though they were the same.
All right, that's fantastic. You saw a lot of people walking, and like in the UK, you rarely see people unless maybe you are in the city center or somewhere. Yeah, so you went to Ndola. Which other towns did you visit, Eliezer, while in Zambia? Do you know any other towns in Zambia that you can maybe mention or tell us about? What are some of the towns that you visited in Zambia?
We visited places. We went to Kitwe.
Kitwe, yeah. Shekinah, you
Lusaka.
can help out if you know some towns that you might have visited while in Zambia. What other towns? Did you go to Chingola or did you go to
We went
Solwezi or any other place? What other places do you remember visiting
to
in Zambia? Chingola?
I think that was it, really.
All right. Okay. So now let's talk about food. When you were in Zambia, what type of food were you eating? Did you enjoy the food? And yeah, what type of food did you eat while in Zambia, Shekinah?
Well, we had a lot of shima and chicken,
Okay.
but we also had like Hungry Lion and things like that, and like chips and all of that. We tried a lot of I wouldn't say new foods, but whenever we went to someone's house, there'd always be like a full meal prepared for us and things like that.
So everywhere you went, families that you visited, they were preparing food. Is that different from the way it is in the UK when you visit other homes? They'll make you just a cup of tea, coffee. Did you like it in Zambia? Everywhere you went, people were cooking food for you, treating you with lots of food. Eliezer, what can you say about the Zambian food compared to maybe the food that you eat in the UK? What is your comment on that?
In Zambia, I'd have like shima and rice, but like we tried Debonair's pizza. We went to a restaurant called Spurs. We had some houses. We had some chicken, and I think the chicken and things tasted from Zambia.
Does it taste different? Is it just nice? Or the UK chicken that you eat is tastes nice? Or what taste would you say about that?
Yeah, tastes better.
The chicken there tastes better. Did you taste the village chicken? Some lovely chicken there. All right, okay. Let's get to Shekinah. You went to Zambia. Is it where you did your hair? And what else did you do in Zambia? Yeah, what do you like about Zambia? Is it a good place? Would you like to go back to Zambia? Tell us more about Zambia, Shekinah.
I like the way that it kind of has a homey feeling there, even though like obviously we've been brought up here and grew up in England. It's like every time you go back, it's like it doesn't feel the same. Like it's every time you go, you'll either meet someone new or you'll see something different or try something different. So it's nice. We also tried Mac School for the first time when we went. But yeah, I like that every time we go, it's like we'll always see like family, and it's nice because we don't feel different when we go. We kind of feel like accepted in a way.
Okay, so you enjoy going to Zambia because you see family and friends, and you see new things and other things. Who are some of your cousins, Shekinah or Eliezer, or relatives that you met when you were in Zambia? Are there some people that you can still remember that you met in Zambia, Eliezer? What are some of the
Relatives,
names of people that you met?
Auntie Chindele, Grandma,
Auntie Chindele, you met Auntie Chindele in Lusaka. Where else did you meet?
Lota Malumba, Auntie Sue, Auntie Vera, Auntie Iata.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, to Zambia. Zambia is a great nation with a population of about 20 to 21 million, maybe now, in terms of population. And what are some of the lessons and new things that you saw maybe less when you went to Lusaka? How did you go to Lusaka? Did you fly from Ndola to Lusaka? Did you go somebody driving you? What mode of transport did you use, Shekinah, to travel from Ndola to Lusaka?
From Andala to Lusaka, we used the bus, and I think it was UBZ.
UBZ. Okay, that's. I remember in my days when I was growing up in Zambia, and we could use United Bus of Zambia. And what type of a bus was it? Was it a good bus? Was it big, small? UBZ, the bus that you used, I think it's new on the market. Did you enjoy the ride?
Yeah, it was a good ride. It was, I think it was one of the newer buses. It was pretty much like a coach, but it had like you could like there was places where they could stop where you could get food and things like that, and there was like a toilet as well. So
All right, that's something good. The buses in Zambia, you can get to Kapiri if you're traveling from from Ndola. You stop over at Kapiri, you buy some food, you eat, you stretch your legs, you get to Kawe, and you stretch your legs and get some lovely food. I think there should be some. I can't remember the names at Kawe. Should be Big Bite and all that. Kawe. Actually, did you pass through Kawe, Eliezer? Do you remember?
I don't think we did.
After Kapiri, I think the next town is Kawe, where the bus stops, and that's Kawe. Just simply head. And in London, the museum. If you go to London Museum, you can find the scar. That's where it was found in Kawe. Historically, there's some history attached to Kawe. And all that Ichitwe or Kawe stone and all that the rock there they found, and there's some ancient history there. Okay, so in Lusaka, who are some of people you met in Lusaka? Of the in Lusaka, and what's some of the places that you can remember visited while in Lusaka?
we stayed at Auntie and Uncle Musawa's house. When we went to Lusaka, we went to the National Museum.
You stayed at Uncle's house in Lusaka.
We went to the National Museum.
Which other did you visit? Lusaka National Museum. Elieza, what did you see in that museum?
They spoke to us about some of the history and about
the history of Zambia.
We got Dr. Kenneth Kaunda's life when he was alive.
Okay, you saw some pictures of David Kaunda. If you speak up, Elieza, that would be fantastic. Saw some pictures of the first president, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda. When you came back, you mentioned you learned about some history, some people, some tribes came from. What did you learn in that museum in Lusaka?
We learned about, we saw they had the Broken Hill Man. And
Broken Hill Man?
Some tools that they used to use
you saw some tools that they used to use in the past? Okay. Shekinah, what else did you see in that museum?
In the museum, we saw like how humans, like in Africa, were like the evolution of humans. We also saw like how they used to make tools and things like that. Also, how they used to live, like how they used to make like caves and like also like cave paintings as well. And also, while we were there, we saw like where all the different presidents are buried. The former president.
Okay, so how people, human beings have evolved, our life has evolved. And when you talk about history in Africa, it's very rich history that we can learn from. You can imagine they were using those cave paintings, and up to today, you can go and see these caves and these writings and paintings, how they used to hunt animals and all that. I think people were very clever and very, very innovative how they lived and how they did a lot of things. Yeah. So Elieza, you would you like to go back to Zambia? Do you miss Zambia? And what are you missing most about Zambia? Why do you like to take another trip? Or maybe somebody is listening to you, for example, watching this live show, and they're saying they have never been. They would like to go. That Dave is watching, and I've seen Uncle Soloka is also watching the program. Kelly is also watching you, and the friends that might be watching you on social media. We are live on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitter, and your friends who might be watching you and they have never been to Africa. What could be your advice? Would you advise them to visit Africa? What could be your comment?
I think they should definitely go to Zambia. You live in the UK. You see that a lot of things are different, and the culture in Zambia is, I think it's nice to know that there's like other things that people do differently to you, that other people don't live the same way that you do.
Okay, yeah, that's fantastic. That you mentioned about culture. It's good always to learn about other people's culture and how people do things. And yeah, Shekinah, if your friend asks you, you've been to Africa, you've been to Zambia, and somebody says, I would like to go to Africa, I would like to go to Zambia. What could be your encouragement to those people who have never been to Zambia? Maybe they are born here in the UK, or they are in America, Australia. What advice can you give, and what are some of the things that you can advise them to go and see if they visited, for example, Zambia? Shekinah.
I definitely recommend them to go to, I think everyone is obviously going to say go to Osaka because it's like the capital city. But I'd also say there are a lot of things to see in Ndala as well. Like it's more if you want to go somewhere where, like for example, if you were to come to England, you'd say like the countryside kind of. To go to Ndala if you want somewhere that's a bit less busy, because it's like there's a lot less people, and it's a bit more like England, I would say. But if you want to go to somewhere where it's like busier, for example, then definitely go to Lusaka. But I think all in all, Zambia is just a great place to go to, like if you want to go on like a good holiday, because there are many places to go and like lots of places to see. So
That's good to hear that you would recommend that people go to Zambia, visit Zambia. There are great things. Of course, you haven't been to the Victoria Falls, you haven't been to Mwinilunga to see the pineapple and the great Zambezi River, Victoria Falls, Kasama, the Chimba Falls, and many lovely places in Zambia. But somebody would say, maybe if I go to Zambia, I'll be bored. There will be no places to go to for those that like shopping. What do you say about shopping places? Yes, if somebody had to go to Zambia, can you find some lovely place to do some shopping?
In Ndala, we went to town, and it was really nice. There was a lot of places. In Lusaka, there's quite a few malls that you can go to for like shopping.
All right, that's fantastic. So there are many places people can do their shopping. People can do their hairdos. Did you do your hair in Zambia, Shekinah and Eliezer? And what did you think about having your hair done in Zambia, Shekinah?
I'm pretty sure we went to Kansenshi Market, and that's where we got it done.
Kansenshi
Yeah.
Market. Oh, lovely. I forgot about that name. Where is Kansenshi? Is it in Lusaka, Ndola, Chingola?
It's in Ndola, but it was near to our grandma's house, so we went. It's like a mini market kind of. You can go inside. There's like food stores and shops, like mini shops, like all around. So yeah, it was nice.
And that's where you did your hairstyle. Okay, all right, Eliezer, you went to Chingola as well. I was trying to find some lovely pictures when you were in Zambia. What do you remember about Chingola? Did you see in Chingola? Hopefully, I can be able maybe to find some pictures when you were in Zambia. Eliezer, when you visited Chingola, who did you see in Chingola, and what did you like about Chingola? That mine town, and our late queen, actually, Queen Elizabeth, did visit Zambia and in Changa mine way back, I think, in the 70s. When she visited Zambia, she went to Nchanga mine. By then, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda was the president of the Republic of Zambia. You visited Chingola, Eliezer. What did you like about Chingola?
I think we weren't in Chingola for that long, but we went to see Grandma and Grandpa Kapwepwe. We went to see the Florence, and we went to Pastor Matonga's church.
Wow. So you visited the Grandpa Kapwepwe and Grandma Kapwepwe in Chingola, and did you like it when you were in Chingola? And also, you mentioned you also went to Pastor Mtonga's church, and also you visited a few places. Now let's get back to food-wise. When you were in Zambia, we talk of food. What would you? Is there a dish that you recommend to somebody if they are to eat a Zambian dish? What are some of the foods that you ate in Zambia that you can say, wow, that dish, or some drink or some food, anything that you can remember in terms of food? what types of food did you see?
I would firstly say if we're gonna go anywhere for ice cream, to go to Gijibanta. It's in Ndala and Lusaka, and it is like one of the best ice creams I've ever tried. But in terms of like
What's the
national
name of
dishes,
the place?
Gijibanta,
BG?
Gijibanta.
Kichibanta. Okay, wow. I'll try that one. I don't think I've ever had some lovely food there, but at your recommendation, I'm sure when I visit Zambia, God willing, next year, I should go and have some lovely food at that place. You can type in the chat the name, and I will be able to share with people that are watching out there. Yeah, so we can visit. We can visit when we are in Zambia. Eliezer, do you remember any other places?
I think if you want to go to, if you wanted to go to like a restaurant, I think in Lusaka they have a spur, and it was really nice. I had a burger and some fries, and it was really nice. My mum had, so yeah. And also, if you want to order, we had Debonair's pizza, which was also really good.
Wow. So you had some pizza in Lusaka, and yeah, those lovely places. You can have a lovely food when in Zambia. And today I'm putting on my Zambian colors. I love Zambia. Zambia is a great nation. Zambia is in the southern part of Africa. And you are talking of how many hours was it in the plane from UK to Zambia, Shekinah? Some people might be wondering, where is Zambia? Zambia is in the southern region of Africa. And yeah, so how many hours did it take from here to Dubai? Of course, we know about 6 to 7 hours. And then from Dubai to Zambia, roughly how many hours?
I think it was about like 4 hours from Dubai to Zambia. It wasn't that far because it was from Dubai to Kenya, then Kenya to Ndala. So it wasn't that far.
Yeah. Okay. So it's another 6, 7, 8 hours. Okay, that's fantastic.